Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, Florida State Vacations. Really nice to see you all again. It is just me today. What I'm going to do for you today is answer some questions that have kind of been coming through to our Twitter and our Instagram, and do a little kind of Walt Disney World haul. So the last time we visited Walt Disney World was in September, just gone. And we picked up a really cool kind of few little novelty things that we really want to share with you guys and kind of see what you think. I want to do some really quick shout outs before we dive straight in. Just a really quick one. We are so happy with all of the amazing comments we've gotten, but one that's really stuck out for us was Justin, Emily and Madison, Gem Sessions on Twitter, sent us a really quick message the other day, and it was just like, guys, just a little bit of advice, just when you're filming all of your stuff, change your camera angle around, it won't look like a postage stamp when you're doing it. And that's just so nice. Like, people who we don't even know in person are just reaching out to us and just saying like, yeah guys, this is a way to make your channel just that little bit better. And it was like, oh, that's so nice. And we've definitely taken the feedback on board, as you can tell. So yeah, just thank you so much for that. And again, we've reached 100 followers on Twitter. So yeah, it's just growing, and it feels like we're meeting new people every single day, and it feels really nice to have that as we've been speaking about. But there's been a couple of questions drop in, particularly over Instagram, and just about like where we like to go and what we like to do when we're not at the park. So I'm just going to fire some of them out and see what you guys think. So we had a one, it was from Mini Wishes. I was just kind of looking to see who it was from there, and she asked a really, really cool question. It was like, if money was no object, what would you like to do that you haven't done already at the Walt Disney World Park? And me and Paul kind of sat and really, really thought about this one, because we're like, what would we do? Like, what would we do if we did have that? And for us, I think we've often talked about that wee room that they have in Cinderella's castle, where it's like you can go and kind of spend a night there. I guess if that for us would be what we would want to do, because it's like, so you're so much in the middle of the park and it looks amazing. And it was just like, we've seen one of these shows where it kind of shows you the inside, and it looked insane. So I think that's what we would do if money was no real object to us going to the park. So part of two give a question too over on Instagram, and it was where did your love of Walt Disney World come from? For me personally, it kind of came from my parents. My mum was the first to go out of all three of us, out of me, mum and my dad. And then took my dad, and then they took me, and then just kind of having a lot of family time there and taking different members of the family, and then growing up to then work there, and then to be lucky enough to take Paul there. It just feels like there's so many memories there now, and that every time we go there's just another thing that happens and another reason that pulls us back. And I'm sure every single one of you guys has had that question about like, why are you going back there again? Like, why won't you go anywhere else on holiday? And for us, it's not a question that we really need to think long and hard about. It's just, we love going there, and we share that with you guys, and I'm sure you all agree with that too, that it's just this kind of force that keeps pulling you back. So yeah, that's kind of where it came from for us. So I have not wrote down who wrote this one. It is, if you could go to any other Disney park around the world, where would it be? I think it was Amy and Andy Adventures, correct me if I'm wrong. For us, kind of after watching, I'm sure all of you follow Jen and Tim on YouTube, after seeing what California looks like and kind of what the Universal Hollywood looks like and DCA looks like, it looks pretty amazing. And I'm sure there's definitely pros and cons to both the Orlando park and the California park. So to kind of just go and experience them, I think would be really good. And we've started kind of talking about it. Sorry, after we get married next year, maybe that's our next vacation that we want to go on, is to kind of go and experience the West Coast Disney and Universal experience. So we'll see what happens. So what I'm going to walk you through now is some of the things that we got whilst on vacation this gone September. We picked up some really cool little kind of novelty things when we were out. A lot of them, I've discovered that I have a love for cups, and that I like to use Disney things to drink out of. But yeah, so I'm just going to kind of show you some of the things that we picked up. And this first one is this wee cup here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of got Space Mountain on it, and then on the back it's got Haunted Mansion. They have these for every single park, so if you do find them, they have some of like the best rides on them. Pick these up because they are absolutely awesome. The colours on them are just amazing. And we got these from the Emporium, but I think you can get them in like every single big shopping store within each park. We have another which is from Hollywood Studios, but I just love the colour of the bottom of this one. I think it looks awesome. We get comments on these all the time, so if you do find them, try and pick them up because they're just really cute. We do use them to drink out of, just not that much, because we like to keep them nice and clean. But yeah, if you do find any, pick them up because they just look awesome. They do have some of the really cool pictures on the front as well, so really cool with that. This next one is one of my favourite things ever. So in the store next to Beauty and the Beast's restaurant, we found there was a girl coming out the store and I was like, oh my god, look what she's got, and she was carrying this. This is this chalice type looking thing, and I was like, oh, it's so cool. And then went in the shop and I was like, whoa, what's this? It only lights up though. I mean, come on. So I found it and I bought two. One I bought the year before and I got that excited I put it in a dishwasher, which it definitely recommends you not to do. And then this second one I definitely took a little bit more love for. This one was not actually from the park. I'm just going to give you a little snide fact. This one was actually from the Disney store and the premium outlets, because I got it for $6.99, and they're usually like a lot more than that. So if you do find one, do pick one up just because they're just so cool. I'll have my orange juice in it on a morning, and I just like that it lights up. So yeah, lots of cups and stuff. Get a Disney lunchbox. Every single Disney fan should have a lunchbox, especially one which is actually the shape of your bread, because it just makes life so much easier to have one the shape of your bread. And it's got Mickey ears on the back. I take my lunch to work, and everybody always comments on this. Although it's really simple, I got it from the little wee store in Disney Springs. I just think it's really effective, and I just like that it's got the ears on the back too, and it's the shape of your sandwich. So yeah, love them, love them. That wasn't that much, it was like $5, so if you do see one, try and pick one up. This next one I want to talk about, because with us not living so close to the parks, we tend to bring a lot of stuff back with us. I have always brought a calendar home, and this year, instead of getting the very general parks one, like the 16-month calendar that you can pick up with like the park pictures on there, I got this calendar. So this one is the calendar for, this is for August, just because I was flipping through it before, but the pictures in it are just so amazing. They're like vintage pictures, but they come from every park. So this one here this is for October. This is Mystic Point. I'm not too sure this is from Disneyland Hong Kong, so it's got all pictures from the rides in the different parks, and they're just so cool. Like, I think what I'm gonna do when I'm finished with the calendar is kind of get some of them framed, because they're just so cool. So this one is from well, Disney World, from our park. This is from Orlando, and it's just got the people mover on it, but the pictures and the colours are just so awesome, and it's just such a nice change, although it is that slightly longer than the normal 16-month calendar. I absolutely love this one. Me and my parents got one, and I think they're going to do the same of like getting all of the things printed off. It's got some of like Adventureland and Jungle Cruise, and it's nice that they've got them from like Disneyland in the West Coast, and then they've got them from our Orlando park, and then they've got them from kind of Hong Kong and everything. So just to kind of have those nice different pictures on there, I thought it was a really nice little calendar, and it's just nice to have up, and people always comment on the nice pictures, so once we get them done and framed, I think they'll look awesome. But please tag or comment anything that you've bought in the parks, because we love to see what you guys buy. If you have a cup obsession like myself, or like candles or anything like that, or anything that you've picked up in the park, definitely send it along, and we like to see what you guys purchase as well. As I say, we will definitely definitely be doing are get to know me, so you can just find out some cool little facts about myself and Paul that maybe we haven't shared with you yet. And we look forward to kind of seeing the rest of your vlogs this week. We've been catching up on quite a few, so we'll see what comes out. So really nice catching up again, guys. Thank you so much for watching this and being a part of what's becoming a really cool experience for us. So please like, comment, we love hearing from you guys. So speak to you all soon. We should see you later on this week, and have an amazing week, guys. See you, bye.